Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. They'll run with Allen. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. The Cowboys are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. Back to throw. Logan. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 39 yards.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Brown is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
In the backfield by himself is Brown, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it again. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw.
Logan got his man. It's Dulcich.
A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Back to throw.
Logan.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, Charles certainly circled that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out.
They'll keep it on the ground. Stanley, nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
You look at this Cowboy defense.
They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it?
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
We're scoreless after 1.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. 65 yards.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Throwing is Hurts.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Hurts.
This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have taken the lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Logan.
Short throw caught by Dulcich.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. This is Brown going up the middle. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Logan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
So one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on third down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Throwing again on second down. Hurts. He finds his man. Complete. It's Stanley. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. That one a first down pickup of 8. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll look to throw again. Did he get the feet down? Yes! Touchdown! A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. 2nd and 3. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Logan. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That is incomplete. A surprising move to go for. At least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Over the middle, complete. It's Gonzalez. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flush. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless...
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll look to throw now on first down.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Gonzalez. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Back to throw again. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete.
He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cowboys offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Throwing to start the drive. Logan. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And some room to work. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
He continues to be a thorn in the side of this defense. That last catch going to put him over 200 yards receiving now for the ball game.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
And complete once again to Watson.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. An inside give, Brown. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Greg Dulcich.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Cowboys are back within a score.
Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And running with power here.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
He finds his man, complete. It's Bennett. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the 2nd half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
59 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Back to throw. Logan.
Short throw caught by Dulcich.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Eagles' 14-yard line.
2nd and 5. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. On the handoff, this is Brown. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. is not going to get it done. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And this one is right through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
The fumble recovery certainly has put them in the driver's seat. 1st and 10, all tied here in the 4th.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. Laying himself out in the end zone.
And the Cowboys strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Stanley, he'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
The Cowboys offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 14. Wide open receiver complete. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Jackson. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
His second rushing touchdown on the year and 3rd overall. And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Hurts and the Eagles now.
Down by 2 touchdowns, 2:16 to play. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Quick slant here to Smith.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gonzalez.
Here comes 2nd down and 5.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5. Play action. Here's Hurts. That is caught.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Cowboys are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field.
And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been...
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it. Here's 2nd and 10.
Now a give left side, Brown with it. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Looking to throw. Logan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Listen, when you've got a guy with 3 touchdown catches back pocket already, you can guarantee they're going to keep looking for him And you can also guarantee he's going to keep asking for the ball.
On fourth down, Logan. He's going to go up top again. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Handing it off to Brown. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Past the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Back to throw. Logan. That's taken in by Dulcich. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's 2nd and 8. Same connection. Dulcich once again. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 2nd and 2. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Greg Dulcich with an amazing diving catch. And the Cowboys are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL. Close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.